make sure my mute is off. Yeah, we back once again on a Sunday evening. Hope everyone enjoyed their weekend. Everyone except for Melly Mel, of course. Did y'all hear that diss track, man?
No, what diss track?
You ain't hear that diss track Melly Mel did on Eminem? Don't even worry about
it.
It wasn't even worth listening to, man.
Lord have mercy. Why would somebody do that to themselves, man?
Hey, man, listen, it was bad. Don't even worry about it. But anyway, Big Willie Styles, DC1, Wise Man, Cavs in the building, Dynasty Sports Network, coming to y'all live on a Sunday evening. Fellas, man, how y'all feeling?
Feeling good, man. To be here.
Yes, indeed.
Feeling good. Another episode.
Another week. And listen, we're going to start it off right, man. We got to start off with the Lions, man. Listen, the Lions preseason opener this Friday down at Ford Field. Lions defeated the Giants 21-16. And was a pretty good game overall and a great time to be down at Ford Field, I must say.
Man, yes, sir.
So, Wise, man, I want you to give your take on what that atmosphere was like when we was down there.
The atmosphere was crazy. First off, I want to, my heart goes out to everyone that was actually watching the game, and that lady would not stop talking about that weather that had nothing to do with us. My heart goes out to you guys. I wish you were with me during that time.
Listen, hey, Wise man, I think even the people who the weather did give a damn about wanting her to shut up.
Man, you hear me? But the atmosphere was great. Over 60,000 people was there for a preseason game. That shit is unheard of. Everything was dope, man. I had a blast. We had a ball, man. Me, King, Willie, Juan, we had a ball down there, man. Y'all had to be there. Jacksonville this Saturday. Get there. Tickets are cheap.
Yeah, most definitely get there, man. Because them tickets are going to go fast for sure. Like you said, Wise man. Listen, being in that atmosphere on a Friday night, it was feeling good to be there. Not just because I may have had a few drinks in me, but overall it was just felt good because the atmosphere as far as like how people were, they wasn't down and out. They was real excited to see the Lions, and you felt it being in Ford Field on Friday. Despite us getting a little bit of weather, we had to walk a little bit in the rain. To me, it felt that it was worth it, man. And the game turned out pretty well. Now it didn't start off like we all expected it to start off. So DC, I wanted you to let us know, what is it that you seen when you was watching the game? You wasn't at the game, but of course I knew you was watching from home as much as you can because of the weather alert. But let me know what is that you seen from your Lions this past Friday that got your attention.
Man, the defense. That defense got my attention, man. The Arkwell brothers, Brian Branch came out with that hit early in the game, man. It just he set that tone on that on the defense, man. Man, it was in the offensive side. Coda showed out. He had the most receiving yards, throughout the game. That special teams that return for a touchdown. Exactly. I think that changed the whole momentum. That changed the whole momentum around. That return for that touchdown, that really set the tone. And the last part I would say too, that Adrian Martinez, the game winning touchdown. I know he only threw for 38 yards of passing, but it wasn't how he managed the game for that game winning drive, and they scored that touchdown. That was pretty huge because it was. And then you held the Giants. I know it was playing the second and third stringers. You held them to 3 points in the second half.
Okay.
So that was
good for the second straight. Now I was playing. Now just wanted to reiterate, like most, if you didn't watch or if you were paying attention, majority of the starters did not play this first preseason game. The way the setup is now, they only got 3 preseason games, so more likely next week is when we'll see more of the starters because that's going to be more of the dress rehearsal type of game. So this one came out. We didn't get to see Golf out there. We didn't get to see the offensive line. But we got to see the guys, the first and second year guys and guys that's vying for a position on the team. So Wise men, out of those guys, who really caught your attention?
First of all, I want to say shout out to everybody that's in the chat right now. I see Owen 16. I see Nate the Great down there. Alex Heron. Shout out to Maze joining us from Chicago today. So shout out to everybody that's watching. Definitely appreciate y'all for tuning in. One of the biggest things that I saw, like I say, my rookies, they balled out, man. Jack Campbell had a hell of a game. He was making plays. He was filling gaps where he was supposed to be. Shout out to Marv. What up, though?
What up, Marv?
Shout out to and then two, like you say, Coda. That was a name I was not expecting to see do anything. And like I said, he had some great catches in traffic, and he was able to hold on to the ball. I saw what Jahmyr Gibbs did. We just I'm gonna wait for that segment to come on, but it should be a Lion getting his walking papers first thing tomorrow morning, hopefully.
Well, you know what? Because you running right into it, because that's what I see in the game is it's time to say bye to Nate Sutton.
Yeah, man. Listen,
you don't come out with the crowd being as hype as it was Friday, with it being like a sold out crowd, everybody jumping, everybody feeling good, and you go out there and throw that goddamn dud of a pass, trying to force a pass to Jameson Williams, which is another topic that's been in discussion in regards to him. And this was your opportunity, and I felt that he felt the pressure of the signing of Teddy Bridgewater. This was his opportunity to show himself worthy enough to be able to say, now whether they cut him or not, I'm not sure. He can move down to the third string because, like I said, with Henry Hooker,
you technically don't have to cut him no more. You technically don't have to cut him no more because of that rule that happened with San Francisco last year. So you can technically keep Nate, but like I said, you keep him all the way up until Hendon gets healthy enough to play, and then you send Buddy his walking papers, put him on like an indefinite practice squad. Like you ain't never coming off that motherfucker.
Yeah.
Baldwin 810, man. What's going on with you? Brian D was good with you, fam. Yeah, it really set the tone. Now he did settle down for a bit, but then once again trying to force it again to Jameson Williams, overshot, got another interception. But the defense did pass, because even with those interceptions, they was able to hold steady. But it was one that they did score on. But overall, the defensive wise, they really held themselves together. And what I seen, man, what I really seen, man. Your boy Rodriguez looked big out there, didn't he?
Hey, listen, he came out. Jack to say, hey, they got dogs.
Man.
The dog was in the weight room in the offseason, man. Look what I seen out of Rodrigo.
I like to see that too, man. Showing that he's going to work. But we're going to jump into this one too. Like you said, Wise, man, the rookie showed out a little bit. We seen a little bit of everything. Set the tone by yours truly there, DC Brian Branch, with the boomstick, baby.
Yeah, he set that tone. He shows why he fits the culture, our Lions culture. He shows why. You seen it? If y'all haven't seen this guy play, y'all need to go see this guy play. Y'all need to watch the film from when he was in Alabama, and he shows you why. He put that hit on, I believe it was Cole Beasley, old ass Cole Beasley,
right?
And showed him, like, bro. I may be a rookie, but I'll knock your ass out.
Yeah, no doubt.
Yeah, he came
listen, when I saw that hit, I jumped up out my seat, man. I was like, oh.
Yeah.
That was it. That was
oh,
it, man.
Baby.
And listen, and I've been talking about this, and I'm going to say it on this show. It's a strong possibility that Branch may be starting come when the season starts.
Yes, sir.
Mm-hmm.
You can't keep that kid on the bench, man. He got way too much potential, too much athleticism. He sideline to sideline. He a ball hawk, run fits. You can't keep that on the field on the sideline, bro. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Like, no way on this earth should he ever be on the bench.
Yeah. So, which is,
and the type of
I like
guy
that just like it.
Yeah. I like a Brian. I was going to say someone similar like Sean Taylor. He was out there. Yeah.
I was about to say, wait a minute. But
hey, I'm about to say, hold on. I like Young Bull, but hold on, Sean Taylor, no.
But I know, but I'm not. I'm saying Sean Taylor was everything.
He was different.
But I'm saying, but with Brian Branch, if he plays like on a consistent basis, like that, who's to say, man? I'm not gonna say he's gonna be better than Sean Taylor. Yeah. I'm not saying that.
But it's two totally different styles too, right? Because Sean can just roam the whole field and literally be everywhere. You know what I'm saying?
I think the the reference comes more of like them coming down.
Coming downhill and smoking shit.
And
No doubt.
Branch, he's not afraid to stick his helmet in there.
Mm-mm.
And that's the one thing that was a good thing about drafting him is because he could play within that box and
Absolutely.
come down and hit.
Yeah.
It's something and be able to make running backs and wide receivers and tight ends think twice about catching in that
no doubt.
radius, which helps the defense a lot. Also, the guy Campbell, did you see his coverage?
Oh yeah.
Did you see his coverage?
Listen. At first, again, like I said, I was with Braylon on the walkout when we drafted him. But
Right.
then, once the smoke cleared and the dust settled, man, and you got to watching film on this kid, man, it's starting to resonate on the field too. Like I said, he had great run fits. He was great in coverage, man. Jack gonna be all right, man.
Yeah.
Captain Jack.
Jack is definitely gonna be all right. Just it's the intelligence, and that's something that Dan Campbell and Brad Holmes, they preached on when it came to the drafting these players, is like the intelligence level and being the multi-purpose guys that we have. Like with Campbell, he can play the outside, he can play the inside, he can rush. Branch, he can play down in the box, he can play in the back. You see all the videos of him covering at practice. And then you got Jahmyr Gibbs. He showed himself this past week, his running, being able to get in between the block with the tackles and everything. So we've seen a lot out of and Green made a couple of good catches too. Don't want to get out with Austin Green. As well as our undrafted free agents. Mo Abraham, he showed that he was running tough, even though he was limping a little bit. And I started praying because listen, I don't need him to stay healthy. Because if he's healthy, he's taking someone's position, as well as Thomas is earning himself a position.
Yes, he
Drummond,
is. I was going to reach out to him too, man. Like, Sterling been balling, man. Like, he had a hell of a game. Yeah.
And of course, Drummond, I know he had a drop. Laporta, he had a drop too, as well as J-Mo. And of course, when J-Mo dropped the pass, the whole world just seems to drop when that happens.
Yeah.
I feel like we got to do this every single week. Y'all leave J-Mo alone. He gonna be all right. Y'all leave him alone. Let that boy live. Let him grow. He gonna have some drops. It's preseason. It's okay.
Yeah, they just nitpick. Like Nick, everything he do something wrong. It's like, oh man, it's like the world gonna end. Like, bro, leave him alone, man.
Lord have mercy. That's so annoying.
You know what the issue is, and this is where I feel that the issue is when Dan Campbell referenced and said that he doesn't have elite hands, but he's going to be good. I think people took that as he can't catch. He just said he doesn't have elite hands. Didn't mean that he couldn't catch. So every little tidbit that he does, if he misses a pass, they be like, up there. That's what they was talking about. And I think people over exaggerated that point that Dan Campbell was trying to make.
Absolutely.
When he said he's not the elite. We didn't draft him for the elite hands. We drafted him for him his elite speed. And as you see it at the 2-point conversion, he made the one-hand catch over the shoulder. So
no doubt,
the boy he can do it.
But when he's on the field, you got to respect the speed. You can't pull 8 in the box, and that's just going to open up our run game and open up everything underneath, man. Like, he serves a purpose. He ain't got to have the most elite hands. Long as he's using that speed and everybody know who he is, he's always going to be a threat on the field, and you always going to have to accommodate for that.
And you had Nate Sudfeld throwing to him. So
you had Nate. God damn, man. Like,
oh man, that almost killed the momentum. But man, listen,
you hear me like
but check this out. DC, you missed it, man. Me and the fellas, man, we had to get the atmosphere back up again, man. Listen, we had officially started the wave.
Yes, sir. We had Ford Field rocking, baby.
Actually, I did see that. I did see a little action that y'all got the crowd going.
Yeah. We tried to get it for a second time, but it was like toward the end of the game, everybody was leaving. But that first shout out to the wave, we was definitely in there. Me, King, Juan, Willie, so we got the wave going, and we had the whole stadium rocking with us, man. So it was dope. Right. So if you was in there waving, we did that. You're welcome.
Right. And if you seen it on TV, if you watched it on TV, we started that.
Yeah.
But it was fun, man. It was definitely fun being in there. Win, lose, or draw. It was great to be in the building, but I'm glad that we come out with the win in regards to the Giants. So we got next week coming up with the Jags. Of course, Jags will be in town for joint practices. So of course, we're gonna have our guys there. Shout out to King. I know he's gonna be there a couple of times, and a couple of guys from the D313XP will be there as well to give y'all some intel on what's going on with those joint practices. And once that's done, of course, next Saturday, the Lions will be playing the Jags. So I want to get you guys to feel on what is your expectations come next week that you looking forward to seeing with this next game. Now, of course, we do understand that this next game is the dress rehearsal.
I will for sure be in the building. Shout out to Arkita. She in the comments. She definitely sat next to us while the wave was going on. She called us names, and when we got it going, she couldn't do nothing but laugh. So shout out to her.
Shout out to her in the comments.
Yeah, shout out to her. But no,
she didn't share none of her snacks with me though. So
yeah, she definitely said no snacks, man. It be your own folks, G. But no,
your
man.
own time, man.
Yeah, no, man. But next week I expect more of the same, man. I just expect us to go in there and dominate. I expect us to win that practice. It's going, resonate onto the field. We will be in the building Saturday. Some of us won't be there, but majority of us will be there Saturday again. We're going to try to get that wave cracking again, and we're going to, make sure, hey, y'all show up again, though. For us to have over 60,000 people at a preseason game, that's unheard of, man. That's unheard of for a preseason game. So just make sure y'all keep showing up and showing that support.
For sure. And like I said, the atmosphere is going to be great. Of course, it's going to be Saturday, so I think there's going to be, a great turnout. It's going to be a great atmosphere, and it's going to be a lot of fumbling, bumbling, and stumbling because folks was getting it in Friday, man. We seen a couple. Listen, y'all don't play when it comes to these pre-gaming, man. Folks was listen. We tried to record it, but we couldn't get our phones out fast enough. Dudes was falling all over the place.
Yeah, they was falling out, man. Listen, people were drunk, man. Shout out to everybody that was tailgating for a preseason game. Y'all the real MVPs, man. But we see some wipeouts that was hilarious.
It was, man. It was, but it's all part of what we're gonna be looking forward to for this season. And I think the atmosphere is definitely.
Why did he fall twice, dog?
Twice. And the second time he fell in front of the state police too. So I don't know.
Hey, listen, he just sat there though. Oh man, that was classic right there, though.
It was, man, but it was definitely fun, man. So listen, the Lions, man, they looking good, man, and I'm looking forward to this upcoming week, seeing what they do against Jacksonville, and I'm looking forward to Saturday with the next preseason game. So with that being said, listen, we're going to take a quick little break, and you're going to talk a little bit more sports once we get on the other side, man. And let's go and enjoy this quick little commercial. Then we come back on the other side, talk a little bit more sports with you.
Wow, black-owned shoe store.
Oh, we had to cut that short. Somebody had to leave real quick.
Wow, black-owned shoe store. Culture. My culture, though. Let me see what they talk about in here. What's up, little dog? You good? Y'all got something here for me? I'm talking about exclusive. They got all the dunks? How many dunks they got? Something like these. Y'all got a little vibe in here. They buying shoes, selling shoes, sleep. It feels like the culture. They dunking on people. Oh, they doing TikTok. They looking out for the kids. Oh, man, this is great, man. They got all the races working here. It just really feels like culture. You're looking for a black-owned shoe store to get some real drip at? Come up here to Culture Detroit, man. That's what the streets been missing. Welcome home, fam.
Sorry for the quick interruption, but of course, that is our official sponsors, Culture Detroit, located down at the Avenue of Fashion, 19327 Illinois. Listen, if you're down in that area, please go ahead and stop in. They got a lot of heat in there, man. All types of fashionable gear. The sneaker collection is crazy. Listen, go in, pop in, just take a look around, enjoy the atmosphere, and tell them Dynasty Sports Network sent you, man. They're going to look out for you. Those are our family. That's our brother right there. Now, it's official sponsor, Culture Detroit. Now, of course, it's not too much Pistons talk going on right now, but I will say there was some action, some NBA action this weekend with the NBA Hall of Fame class that came about. And man, this is a good class right here. Let me pull this up real quick because I need y'all to see these guys in action. Look at that. All Gasol, Dirk.
Mm-hmm.
You got the greatest coach of all time of basketball,
Pop.
in my opinion, Pop. Of course, you got Tony
Mhm.
Parker, Dwayne Wade, I believe Beckham, and a few others that got into the Hall of Fame. So this is the Hall of Fame class, man. What y'all feel about these? Look, I mean, this. Hey, listen, that's a nice class.
That's
It
a
is,
great
man.
class. I
It
really
is.
love it. That's a great class. All of them, they deserve it, man. Especially well-known dude with Pau Gasol. Pop. I think he should have been in the Hall of Fame a long time ago. But he finally got the opportunity to be in the Hall of Fame class. He's still coaching, still one of the best, like you said, one of the best coaches to ever coach the game of basketball. So in the NBA level. So Tony Parker, he's well deserved, 4-time NBA champion. Dirk, been with the Dallas Mavericks for 19, 20 years with that franchise, been in 2 finals, won one. Dwayne Wade, been with Miami, got Miami 3 championships. So, I mean, that's a well-deserved class, man. It's been a lot of great NBA Hall of Fame class, but this is one of the ones I really love.
Yeah, this is a great class. Also shout out to Paul Gasol, Rookie of the Year. Also helped, Kobe over there get a couple more rings. A lot of people, sleep on Paul Gasol when it came to what significant he had with Kobe getting those other rings, and I feel like he's undervalued with that. But the man, he was a constant professional, man. So shout out to him, the work he did over there in Memphis and go over there to LA. Dirk, of course, you know what he did against Miami in the finals, man. He took over. It was nothing they could do against him, man. And I was glad that he won it because it was well deserved. Of course, you got the GOAT, Popovich. What he did with Tony Parker and Ginobili, and of course, you got the constant professional Tim Duncan on that squad, and what they did for the course of that time frame, winning 5 championships. During that time frame, when he had those fellas aboard, man. So shout out to Greg Popovich, man. And he's not just on the court but off the court. He speaks his mind and he speaks the truth. When it comes to racism, prejudice, and the stuff that's going on with this country, Popovich is always on the forefront when it comes to this type of stuff. So shout out to him and shout out to this class, man. This is a nice class, man. In the comments, man, let us know what y'all feel about this class, man. Also, man, I give my shout out to, of course, Dwayne Wade, man. The Flash, when he came into the scene, man, he came on just like that 2005 championship that they won. Wouldn't have happened if he didn't take over. Of course, he had Shaq on the team, but when he turned it on, they were down 2 games to 0. They won 4 straight because of Flash.
Averaging,
no doubt.
Averaging 35.7 points in the game in the finals.
Come on now. So yeah,
that's almost Mike-like.
That is Mike-like, man.
Almost
is Mike-like.
Almost. Mike was averaging 40 at one year. That's
and he's the 3rd best, shooting guard of all time. 3rd best of all time.
I like that.
Yeah. 3rd best.
I think a lot of people agree with that notion of him being the 3rd best, and it's well deserved, man. Outside of basketball, I'm not going to comment on because this is a sports show.
Womp, 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 womp.
But on the court, man, it's well deserved, man. So shout out to the NBA class for this past year, man. Much respect to y'all from the Dynasty Sports Network.
Yeah.
Listen. We're going to switch it up. Like I said, we didn't have a lot to talk about with the basketball tip. We're going to switch it up, man. Get into some little college news there. No suspension for Harbaugh.
Hey, look at you can't get suspended for buying a kid a hamburger, man. There's water hunger going on around these parts, man. Can't suspend the kid for that, man. That's wrong.
Would you look at that now? What it is? They said that the NCAA, they didn't agree in regards to the terms of the suspension. So they're going to go forth and it's going to carry on to the 2024 season. So therefore, with that being said, looks like Coach Harbaugh will be coaching the first 4 games of the season and coaching the entire season going forward. And I know no one's more excited about that than my guy DC with the Spartan gear on right now.
Hey, listen, man. All seriousness, man. I mean, it was dumb, for him, being suspended. But although, like I said, the NCAA they've been inconsistent with all these rules. They pick and choose who they want to suspend, who they want to discipline, who they not discipline. But at this point, man, we had a lot of crazy stuff going on in this world, and you want to suspend a coach that's over a cheeseburger. Like, I mean, it just don't make any sense. You don't pick and choose, what rules and what not to do and all that stuff. It's just out of ridiculous. But Harbaugh, he get the coach, the whole entire season. Like I said, the first 4 games, even he didn't coach, y'all was gonna win those games anyway until October 21st. But
you muted Zone. I think you muted on why.
What happened on October 21st?
What happened. You see that. You see what's gonna happen October 21st.
All I see is green dog shit.
Okay. you go, yeah. He's going dog shitting in
green
with
dog
that
shit
W.
That's what it looked like. Green dog shit with a little bit of white in the middle.
Okay. keep that same energy when October 22nd get here, when we on the show, when you're gonna be wearing that Michigan State gear.
I'm not doing it, G. We just not gonna lose that game. Don't worry about it.
Okay.
Don't worry about it.
Y'all coming to the woodshed. Remember that happened the last time y'all came to the woodshed. Just saying.
Ain't y'all like 72? Like, like 32 and
why? Listen, we talking now. We ain't talking Bo Schembechler days, okay? We're not talking Bo Schembechler days. Y'all
haven't beat you 72 times.
Did y'all win a national championship with Bo Schembechler was our head coach?
Come on, man. Mama, you got your ass whooped 72 times by the same person.
Come on, man. You want to bring us some 1915?
There it go. Every time somebody talk about Joe Louis, somebody got to bring Rocky Marciano out there.
Yes, they was. Rocky Marciano. Listen, before we get into those battles again, I want to go ahead and show what's been transpired this past week in regards to the coaches poll. As you can see, there's not a Spartan in sight.
Man,
we'll be there. We'll be there. We'll be there.
Yeah, it's weird.
Those teams, man. You got Michigan at number 2. Of course, you're gonna have Georgia at number 1. Alabama gonna be in there. LSU, SC, Penn State, Florida State Seminoles. Hey, well, Clemson, Tennessee, Washington at number 11. That's where y'all need to go ahead and get to worrying about.
We're not worried about Washington. They got to come here.
Listen, they embarrassed y'all last year, and they gonna
listen. That was last year. We talking this year.
We gonna see. Listen. Also, they said Texas at 12, Notre Dame, Utah, Oregon. That's gonna look a lot different come next season after this season with the changing of the other conferences, man. Look at those things, TCU, Kansas State, Oregon State, Tulane is in there. That's what's up. Texas A&M at 25. So that's what the coaches poll is looking like right now. And man, the season's it's coming upon us, fellas.
It look good to me. It ain't a Sparty in sight, boy. Like
that's right. We'll be there.
Suck to be rooting for a loser.
Well, hey, we'll be there. We ain't worried about it. We'll be there. And Mel Tucker, I trust Mel Tucker. Remember that. I trust him.
That's cute or whatever.
So what happens? So let me ask you, what happens? Well, you know what I'm gonna do. What I'm gonna do for you, what DC? This is what I'm gonna do for you. I'm gonna do you a solid. I'm gonna go ahead and give you a good 30 seconds. Get your Michigan State info off. Go ahead, because we said we was gonna be transparent on the show. We was going to the so. DC, you got 30 seconds, and I'm counting. Go ahead, my brother.
Oh, here you go, man. Watch you put it. Take your hand off the mouse, please. You about to move.
My hands.
No, I know. I'm all in.
Listen.
You got my undivided attention.
Listen, quarterback competition, man. Quarterback competition between Noah Kim and Hauser, man. Listen, it's coming down to the wire, man. I think Noah Kim should be the starter. But don't be surprised Hauser, may start in this season. So Jacoby Windman and that defense, they getting ready. They, the coaching staff working on that defense, especially the secondary. I'm telling you, Michigan State football is going to be back. Guarantee it.
Oh, you went right to the 30-second mark too. I was ready to go ahead and do it, man. but we said we were changing around. Dynasty Sports Network did say we were going to be more inclusive to other teams and other people's favorite teams, including the Spartans. So shout out to DC for giving that information, and shout out to any of our Spartan fans that's in this podcast.
I fell asleep. What you just said?
Oh man, don't even worry about it. Listen, if you want to hear it again, just watch the recording.
Okay, I'm gonna rewatch it because I was trying to listen, but I had fell asleep. My bad.
Yeah, okay. Keep that same energy. I remember that.
Oh man, listen. Hey, listen, this was a great show, y'all. I know it's a little shorter than what we usually be, but like I said, wasn't a lot to go on. But we were really excited about the Lions in the preseason game, man. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna jump into these final thoughts, man. Wise man, I'm gonna start off with you, man.
Yes, sir. Final thoughts. I'm super excited about my Lions. Again, I always love to shout out the comment section, man, and shout out to everybody that's watching. Yo, I'll be reading all y'all comments. I'll be laughing. I shake my head sometimes when I see something that I like, or I laugh at something that's funny. You know what I'm saying? Just make sure y'all keep, coming back, keep watching us, keep supporting, like, subscribe, all that jazz, man. The Lions, man, I'm excited. Like, I think Friday was more of, a testament to all the hard work they've been putting in and actually seeing it getting onto the field finally and seeing them being down and being able to come back and overcome that adversity. You know what I'm saying? Like, that was dope within itself. Michigan, it is what it is. I feel like it's natty or bust for them this year. And, as far as the Hall of Famers go, man, shout out to everybody that's well-deserving. Some long overdue and all that jazz. And go blue, man.
DC, man, how you gonna follow up with that, man? Go ahead.
Go green, go white, man.
Go dog shit.
Yeah, okay, whatever. Go green, go white. Man, final thoughts, man. Like Detroit Lions, coming out with the win in the preseason game. Make sure if y'all can, make sure y'all get out to them joint practices. If y'all can, against the Jaguars. I think Jaguars already played their starters yesterday against the Cowboys or the Cowgirls, whatever. So won't be surprised that the Cowboys, I say the Cow. Don't be surprised if the Jaguars don't play their starters and the Lions may play their starters, but Saturday, but I hardly doubt it. But I like when I seen what the Lions starts defensively. Like I said, it's just preseason. Let's translate it over to the regular season. So and then Hall of Fame class, shout out to all the Hall of Famers out there, man. They well deserved one of the best Hall of Fame classes of all time. One of the best. So I'm not gonna say the best, one of the best. So shout out to them. They're well deserved, long overdue, especially a couple guys like Pau Gasol and Tony Parker and them. So long overdue with them guys. Make sure y'all hit that like and subscribe of Dynasty Sports Network. Get them likes and subscribes up. Also, make sure y'all follow. I'll also be on D313 XP. Get them likes and subscribes up, man. For myself, known as Jay and Bree. So make sure y'all do that as well, man. So, it's been another great show, man. Definitely, man. Far as from Michigan, hey, Harbaugh, he's back coaching. Y'all win your games until October 21st. So I'm gonna leave it at that.
Here we go.
We're gonna win that game too, but
okay.
The bet is in place, my boy. So just we need to talk and see about these tickets, man, so we can get up to East Lansing and
Oh yeah, and I'm damn sure if I'm going to East Lansing, I'm gonna have my chair in hand too. So
what's happening, G? It's happening. My chair
have your Spartan chair ready, man, because you're gonna be sitting in that chair all day. That Spartan chair.
It's a Sunday. God wants better for you.
Hey man, every day is the Lord's day.
There we go. Listen, I want to make sure I give a shout out to my brothers, man, King and Big A in the absence, man. They'll be back shortly. The whole squad will be here, man. Listen, football season is upon us. We got preseason games going on. College will be upon us real soon. The NFL is going to start real soon, so this is like I said, an exciting time of the year for fans and for us alike because we get to be able to speak content to you guys. Of course, look, your boy Big A on 5 Crib. He had to make sure he bring his comment in here as well. But listen, this has been another great show. I want to say, listen, be down at Ford Field, man. This year is going to be crazy. Next game, make sure you're out there. Listen, I officially have announced, listen, I am no longer Creep Squad for the cheerleaders. I'm saving all my energy for Martha. Hi, Martha.
Here you go. I told you, man, you're going to get worms messing with that old woman, G. Like, I don't know what's wrong with you, man.
All my energy goes to Martha.
You gonna get worms, or you gonna get some kind of prehistoric clap. Like,
listen. when y'all see that name change to Big Willie Styles for Firestone, I don't want to hear nothing. Damn it, that's my baby. And listen, no more Martha Ford disrespect going forward. Understand me? I stand on it. I stand on mine. You feel me?
Listen, your shit gonna catch on fire, G. Like, leave that woman alone, dog.
Catch on fire on 94.
Man, you hear me? Like, that tire gonna let loose, man. Don't roll down 94 again.
Listen. The bag is worth it. All right. Listen. For the bag, but Anna Nicole did it. You can do it too, man. Exactly. Listen, I'm looking out for my future. Yeah, you know that generational wealth right there. I'm speaking into existence right there. I'm just taking the easy road out. If some may say it may be a little hard to watch, but it's good. Anyway, listen. This is another great show, man. We appreciate you guys for rocking with us today. Listen, I want to say, like I always say, listen, take care of yourselves. Take care of your families. Dynasty Sports Network out, man. Till next week.
Peace.
Peace out, man.